This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 5, Lesson 16b. In this lesson, we're going to subtract and add fractions in both unit form and number form. The first section shows us subtraction using unit form. And by unit form, we mean that the numerator of the fraction is shown as a number, but the denominator is shown in word form. The first problem is 3/5 minus 1/5. I have 3 pieces, each piece is a fifth, and from that I'm going to subtract 1/5. If I have 3 pieces and I take 1 away, I'm left with 2 pieces, and each piece is still a fifth. 3/5 minus 1/5 equals 2/5. Going across to problem B, I'm starting with 5 pieces, each piece is a fifth. From that, I'm going to subtract 3 pieces. Again, each piece is a fifth. Well, 5 minus 3 is 2. So I would end up with 2 pieces, and each piece is a fifth. 5/5 minus 3/5 equals 2/5. And again, that is considered unit form. In the next section, I'll be subtracting fractions again, but this time it's in number form. I'll start with 5/6. From 5/6, I will subtract 3/6. Again, I have 5 pieces. I'm going to subtract 3 pieces. That leaves me with 2 pieces, and each piece is a sixth. So 5/6 minus 3/6 equals 2/6. Going across to problem B, I have 6 pieces that are eighths. I'm going to subtract 4 pieces that are also eighths. 6 minus 4 is 2. My denominator stays the same because the pieces are still eighths. 6/8 minus 4/8 equals 2/8. We'll follow the same process for adding. Here I have problems written in unit form. I'm going to start with 2/4. To that I'll add 1 piece that's also a fourth. Well, 2 plus 1 is 3. And each piece is still a fourth. 2/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. And problem B says 4/5 plus 3/5. I have 4 pieces that I'm going to add to 3 pieces. Each piece is a fifth. 4 plus 3 is 7. And I still have fifths. 4/5 plus 3/5 equals 7/5. Now we'll do the addition using number form. I have 2 pieces that are eighths, and I add them to 5 pieces that are eighths. I end up with 7 pieces that are still eighths. 2/8 plus 5/8 equals 7/8. And finally, I have 4 pieces that are twelfths. To that, I will add 8 pieces that are also twelfths. 4 plus 8 is 12. And each piece is still a 12. So that's my denominator. Students might notice that 12/12 means I have all 12 pieces out of the 12 pieces that make a whole. So they may refer to that as one whole as well. As students work through the lesson, it is important for them to realize that when we're adding fractions, we add our numerators, but we do not add the denominators.